you're like, ooh, I got a little letter today. You know what I mean? Like my little baby. Look at my baby, and you show your friends, and you know what I mean. It's just something to talk about, but it's like you could build real feelings there. I met my girl. I met a girl I was with in there. I got out. I came home to her. Back to the W number. Tonight we got a story about love behind bars. Like the first thought on your mind is not, oh, I can't wait till I can find a girl and be in a relationship. When I went to prison, I had a girl that I was madly in love with. I had been living in Atlanta, coming back to Massachusetts, but before I even went to Atlanta, I was with the girl. She was my childhood sweetheart. I loved her to death. She was everything to me. I lived at her house. When my father wouldn't let me live at my own home when I was a young teenager, her mother let me live at her house. And for this, I was grateful. She took care of me. She, paid for my prescriptions, paid for my food. She paid for everything, right? She took care of me like she was my own mother. That's not to say my mother didn't take care of me, but this isn't about that, right? I was in love with her. She had been pregnant a couple times with my kid, had an abortion, all that stuff, right? So going through the court process was like, it was stressful because, the whole time I'm thinking, damn, I don't want to lose this girl. And that's one of the biggest things about going to prison is you're going to be away from the girl that you love, and that's something that you're going to think about. Doing time doesn't always have to be an automatic kill to your relationship. You think in your head, you try to be like, oh no, I'll be able to work it out. We're gonna stick together. You don't tell yourself she's gonna be fucking the first dude she comes across. You tell yourself she's gonna be faithful and she's gonna do the right thing. Especially if they're young, that is total bullshit because women are gonna live their life. They have needs just like men do. And let's face it, they're gonna fulfill those needs if they cannot get them met by you. They wanna be close to someone, they wanna have sex. Okay? Whatever. I'm not gonna be mad at that. But when you go into prison, you're gonna want to be on the phone. Like, as soon as I went to jail, the first thing I did was call my girl. Hey baby, I love you, what's going on? Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? What are you doing tonight? Who are you hanging out with? If she's gonna do something, it's not like she's gonna be like, oh, I'm going to hang out with Johnny Sportcoat tonight, and I'm gonna suck his. She's gonna be like, oh, I'm staying at home, I'm gonna stay in tonight, watch a movie by myself. Whatever, I'm going out with the girls. Oh, okay. I thought she was gonna be with me forever. I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was gonna stay faithful to me and do all that, but 2 weeks into it, I realized how stressful it was worrying about her all the time. Especially when I was in love and I wanted to know where she was, what she was doing, how she was, who she was with. I was young, I was jealous, I didn't want anybody to be around other dudes. And I was trying to control things from behind there, and just, you can't. You drive yourself nuts. So I knew this was happening. I wasn't sleeping good at night. I was worried about her. As soon as the doors cracked, I'm on the phone calling her. And she was picking up. She was doing that, and she loved me too. But you can't blame yourself for going to prison, taking yourself away from her. I said, look, babe, I can't be with you. I don't want to do this. It's crazy. It's going to kill me. I was facing trial. So I had not got sentenced yet. I was looking at time. I knew I was going to do time, but I didn't really think it was going to be a lot. I had hit a dude in the face with a 2x4, and that was my most serious crime. I didn't know exactly what I was going to be doing yet, but I just thought, I'm going to do this by myself because I can't be stressing about her so much. This is going to kill me. I'm going to drive myself insane. And I really didn't want to leave her, but I just wanted to give her the opportunity, the out, to be able to be like, okay, you know what? If she was thinking something bad, like she would tell me like, oh, okay, yeah. And then I'd be like, yeah, you bitch, I knew you wanted to leave me. But at the time, I'm like, I'm giving her that opportunity to tell me. And I'm opening the door for it. But she was like, no, I love you forever. I want to be with you. Don't do that. We don't need to do that. We don't need to break up, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, yeah, she loves me. All right, cool. We'll be together. All right. Yeah. All right. That's what I wanted her to say. But, I didn't know if she was going to say it or not because, who knows what she's thinking. So she says it. I'm like, okay, cool. Month goes by, maybe. Find out she definitely had sex with not just one of my friends, but a couple of my friends. She's with, not just having sex, she's with my best friend. She's fucking my best friend. He was like with her, you know, like wiped up, all that. So I call him and I say, look, dude, I know what's going on. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to treat her like the hoe she is, dude. Fucking don't even talk to her, mush your ass, dude, like whatever. I don't care that you did it, you know, a hoe's gonna be a hoe. But, you know, fuck that bitch, bro. Don't talk to her like that, bro. He knew how close we were. We'd been together. That was my best friend, so we had been around each other for a minute. And he used to tell me like, "Oh, like let's share that," because we had done it before and shit. And I just figured, you know, if I told him like, nah, not this one. This is my girl, bro. I love her, and I figured because I did that, you know, he would know like, no, not this girl. Like this girl is the one. Like I love this girl, and I'm not trying. Like this is it, you know. I pretty much thought like, you know, maybe he's not gonna, maybe he'll do the right thing for me because he knows like I'm in prison, right? He knows what I'm going through. He knows this type of shit's going, it like what kind of pain I could be in prison, or what I could do to him like when I got out. You know what I mean? Because I was gonna be pretty mad, you know, and he knows that I could be a live wire, right? Yeah, Maddie, all right, man. You know, I'm not gonna talk to her again. You know, it's one thing. Next thing I know, he doesn't pick up the phone. She doesn't pick up the phone. You know, letter comes in the mail. Oh, Maddie, I love you forever. My love for you is eternal. But he doesn't want me to talk to you anymore, or send you money, or put money on the phone. Yo, oh, your love is eternal. You just can't talk to me because my best friend's piping you down. All right, well, cool. That's cool. You know, shit happens, man. I'm definitely fucking on some shit. You know what I mean? I was working out, I was pissed off, was a very angry person, and relationships while you're in there can make you pissed off, dude, mad all the time. You're on the phone, it's called a phone bid. Always on the jack, always stressing about your girl, always pissed off. You know the guys, dude, yelling on the phone and shit, like bugging out, talking mad shit to people. Anybody says anything about their girl, what are you talking about, bro? She's not a fucking hoe. Like, no, not her, right? Well, she is, probably. But, you know, there's those good ones. I got a good girl, bro. I love her. She's a good girl. You know, it takes a long time to find that right one that's going to stick with you, be loyal, dude. You know what I mean? There is those girls that are going to be loyal, dude. I think that it's a good time to start breaking this down for people. Who's the loyal ones? What do they do? How do they treat you when you're in prison? Well, I'll tell you exactly what they do. They visit you. They get on the phone with you. They'll always pick up the phone for their boo, right? They always write letters. They're constantly writing letters. They love their man, so they will do whatever for them. All right, so when you go in, the first thing you have on your mind is not like, oh, I can't wait to get a girl. I can't wait to find a girl, or I can't wait to my girl. You're thinking about your case. You're thinking about how much time you're going to do. You're stressed out. Hopefully you have a girl that will keep your mind off it, and you're going to be worried about that person. That's going to be something you're thinking about. But you're not thinking about writeaprisoner.com. You're not thinking about how you could bag a chick on Facebook or whatever you're doing, right? You're thinking about your case and the girl you already have. But somewhere down the line, that girl's leaving, unless she's a real one. And in that case, she's riding with you. And you're going to know it right from the rip, especially off the rip. You're going to be getting pictures. You're going to be getting mail. You're going to be getting emails. You're going to be getting canteen. You're going to be getting phone, all that, right? They're going to be in every aspect of your bid. They're going to be there, right? Stressing with you, doing your bid with you, riding for you. If they're not, you know, it's soon a matter of time before they flake off and they're gone. If not, almost right away, right? They're going to be gone soon. Couple years, a year, couple months, a month, a week, 10 seconds, they're going to be gone. 99% of the time, they're going to be gone. Shout out to those 1%ers that stick around for real. Awesome people. Great angels. Bless the earth with your presence. Somewhere down the line, when that girl's gone, and you start thinking like, damn, I need to find a girl, bro. I need a girl. I need someone to help me out through this bit. I need someone to keep me company, talk sweet to me, tell me they love me, send me mail, let me know that somebody out there is thinking about me and it's not my mother. Somebody cares about me. I'm a worthy human being. It's some sense of the word. Or at least look good enough for somebody to want to lay with when they get home. It's all you can hope for, right? How do you do that? Well, tell you how to do that. They do pictures in every prison, every state prison or federal penitentiary. They're going to come around and every holiday and then on random times of the year, they're going to let you buy photos through your commissary funds. It's probably about 10 cents a picture, 25 cents a picture, maybe $1 a picture or $1.50 a picture at most. But you're going to be able to buy photos, maybe in the visit room that you take with your family, or maybe with your girl, or in the visiting room, whatever it is. Or you could take them on the block. Put the pictures that you get on the unit, like these, you know. They're great pictures. You know, they log categories of memories, time that you did, at what point in time, where you were at, what age you were at, how you looked then to how you look to the future, in the future. You know, as you go on, you keep these pictures, they stack up, they're your memories. They let you know, they help you not to forget where you're coming from, what you've been through, who you are, and what's making you as a human being, what's making you as a man. The things that have changed, the new tattoos, the haircuts, the muscle, gained or lost, your weight gained or lost. If you were on drugs, if your eyes are pinned here, or if you're not on drugs here, you were sober there for 2 years. Look at that. I look so healthy, right? All these different things, man. They log a category in time. Maybe you were with a certain person when you got that picture and you were happy. Or your mom had just passed away and it was a terrible time in your life. Anything. It could log a category of time in your life and you'll feel good when you look at them. You'll know, like, oh, this is my memory right here. Even if it's just a picture of your face. It's not about the picture of your face. It's about the time it represents around that picture. One of those pictures is going to look good enough for you to choose it as your profile picture. Little do they know, the people that are looking at those pictures, what they actually represent. They just think, oh, look at this con. He's trying to, look good for the camera so he can get a broad online. They represent a lot more than that. We are actual human beings, for real. Imagine that. Not just W numbers, we're human beings. We pick one of these pictures, two of these pictures, maybe three of them, then take a picture from the streets or two that we had before we went to prison that your people send to you. Maybe they got your cell phone and they print out all your pictures, send you a pictures or two, and you're looking at them like, yeah, bro, this is when I was doing this out here, dude, like, why, with your girl out there, your kid or whatever it is, and you put that with the bunch, and you write a profile. It's like you could write up to 500 words, something like that. You put it all together, make a letter, put your pictures with it, and you send it with $50 or $40, depending on how many pictures you have, how many words is in your profile. If you want to add artwork that you've drawn or other pictures that you want to add into it, or items of memories, things that anything that can help you find the mate, the woman, the girl, anything that you're looking for. By woman, I mean mature. By girl, I mean a girl that's like, just looking for a hot convict to try to fuck when they get home. Someone that's going home soon enough that they can meet them and hold them, be with them and, have some hot tattooed man, jacked up, fresh home from prison with that prison D. They love the prison D. Don't get that hole. They love the prison D. You get out and it's like they can smell it. You get out and it's like you got girls flocking because you got, like, I don't know, you just came from around a bunch of men for years and you walk out and the girls, it's like, they know. I don't know how they know, but they know. And they love that prison D. You get out, you're going to get laid, bro. Trust me. We are human beings. If you want to write somebody in prison, you write them, because you know what? When they do get out, they might be more loyal to you for holding them down in there than any man you will ever meet in your life. I got a million stories that could make your relationship that you're seeking with a convict or an inmate give you hope that any woman out here, doesn't matter how you look, if you swoon this person, if you melt their heart and you do something wonderful for them in their sentence and how you make them feel as a man, they get out. I've seen guys that are, extremely fit. I mean, from what I can tell, handsome dudes, whatever, they get out and they got, women that maybe they would never have looked at, but they go out and they marry them and they be with them and they'll, whatever. But it's like, and then there's the guys that find really awesome women. They look pretty, they have great hearts. They're good people, and those guys are really lucky and they find these awesome women, dude. And they got everything. But it doesn't even matter. Looks to me, they're temporary. They fade. What matters is in here and in here. I mean, every guy wants that hot piece of ass. Come on. Who doesn't, dude? They want to bend that. Whatever it is you're trying to do, you want a hot chick, bro. It's like, but you got your whole youth to be doing all that, right? What you want as a man is a girl that's going to be there with you, for you, all the time, whatever you're going through, and be decently good looking at the same time, right? Come on. We all got that. You know what I mean? Beauty's a plus. Inner beauty is a must. Facts. Big facts right there, all you women out there looking for convicts as pen pals or boyfriends or husbands, right? You are beautiful in there, you got a big shot. Trust me. If you're beautiful in here, you got even a bigger shot. That's really shallow. I didn't mean that. Take care of your man in there, bro. You never know what you could get, right? But let me just say this, right? Guys are shooting letters out to all these different women. They send that profile out on Write a Prisoner. I might even find my own profiles that I put up there and post them up here for you, right? They're great. But they're just, it's a memento. It's something like, you read it and it's like a dating website, you know what I mean? But you got your choice of the litter. You got your pick of the litter. You go on there, you find whatever man or woman you want and you write them. Almost guarantee you're going to get a letter back. Send a picture with it. Let them know what you look like. Don't be that girl that's like super betugly and like trying to act like you're not. You know what I mean? Let them at least know what you look like. Even if you're not gorgeous, you could still get the letter back and you never know what's going to happen, right? If you're honest, truthful, straightforward, cool person, down to earth, you will get a letter back. Promise. Doesn't matter if you don't get one back from every person you write in there, but you get one back, and the person you're meant to be with, you'll be with at the end of the day. God's got big plans, right? This is how the metamorphosis takes place. Like you get to a certain point in your bid where you realize, like, I can't be alone like this all the time. Like, you want that company, you want that entertainment, the recreation that you get from writing letters to all these different girls. You get crazy ones, crazy girls tattooing their name on you or something, like crazy girls, the stories I've seen, man. But your biggest wish is that you're going to hit a cash cow, that girl that's going to be bombing you with money, taking care of their boyfriend, taking care of their prison man, That's the wish, the hope, the dream right there, because, you need stuff in there, is what it is. If you don't get it, the recreation's great. Hopefully you'll get at least something, a book, some magazines, a letter or two a week, $20 here and there. Anything is good. Anything. A woman's presence, like a woman's touch in your life. Just a woman's touch in your life. It makes a big difference. It does. All that masculinity, and then you get a nice, smelly, good letter and a little picture with the thong, and you're like, I got a little letter today, you know what I mean? Like my little baby. Look at my baby. And you show your friends, and you know what I mean? It's just something to talk about, but it's like, you could build real feelings there, dude. I met a girl I was with in there. I got out, I came home to her, and I fell in love with her, dude. She was a great person. Like, I loved her. You know what I mean? Like, we lived together, you know what I mean? It didn't work out at the end of the day, but I think I wasn't ready yet. You know what I mean? You got to be patient with us men coming home from prison. We're not ready. We come home thinking, oh, we got this in control, but we don't. We don't even know what we're looking at yet. Especially if you did a lot of time, you don't even know what you're gonna do yet. But hopefully, right? I'm gonna dig real deep into this issue here. I'm gonna dig deep into this on another video. I think I gotta go now because the time for my studio is almost over. But this is all about the dream of finding a queen inside the joint. When you get that one person, you never know who it's gonna be from the first letter. You might be one of these people you're like, I don't even know if I'm gonna write him back. You've been getting too much mail, writing them back and forth. Seems like nothing's working out. And then you're like, I'll write her back. And then something blooms. You never thought it would. And it does. It's all about the pen game. You got strong pen game and bragging rights. It's like, yo, look at, I got this, I met my girl online, dude. She's a dime. She sends me money. She's getting canteen. It's my baby. I love her. Right? You got that strong pen game, bro. Dudes give you respect for that shit. If you could write poetry, oh man, you're a beast. You got it in it. You got it in the bag, bro. You got to do that, man. And you get your bid. Your bid is different. You got a different bid altogether. When you find the right one, your bid changes, man. You got all that, bro, and you look forward to that all the time. The letters, the emails, the money, the music that they send you money for to buy. You guys trade songs like, oh, I'll buy this song. Send me the money. I'm gonna buy this song. You buy this song on iTunes out there, and you guys switch songs. You listen to music together. Watch movies together because you could rent movies on your tablet, and she'll send you a movie like, oh, do you have this movie on your tablet? Watch this movie. You guys watch it together and talk about it next day. Whatever it is, man. You read books together. You send you a book like, oh, let's read this book together. You read the book and talk about it. It could be a really romantic experience. You never get to know a woman like you get to know a woman when you're in prison through the mail, emails, mail, and phone calls. When you do that for years and years and years with all that time in there, and you're constantly talking, writing, and conversing, and trading songs and videos and books and reading things together, and you get to know a person's character and personality so well, right? It amazes you. You could become so close to someone you've never seen face to face. Even when you're in there, there's women in the jails, in the women's section of the jail. You can talk through the keyhole on the rec deck or something, or through the window across the rec yard and fucking whatever. Do sign language in a window, get to know them like that through a friggin' whatever, and really get to know a person. This is a chance and an opportunity to meet somebody and get to know them so thoroughly that by the time you get out, you're already in love and you're close. Very close with each other. As long as the sex game links up, you're in there. And let's face it, when you get out, it's depending on how long you date, it might be a little difficult at first. You've been beating off for so long, whatever it is. It'll come back though. And once it does, it's like, look at, man, every woman loves the man that just got out of prison. They do. You got all that testosterone and masculinity and angst. Yeah, they love it. They can smell you. While you're in there though, take advantage of that time. You guys have a lot of time to talk back and forth, and you could fall in love. I've seen people meet their wives in there, get married in the visiting room, and go home to have babies and a life together, starting businesses together while they're in there with drug money they made on the block. Man, sending your kids home in the mail. Oh man, you got so many things, bro. Like. But my own brother met his wife in there. Man, you got so many people I could tell you, bro, how they met their wife in prison. Their girl forever. People doing life sentences marry their pen pals and are with them forever. Look at these scenarios. You got these women right here that married their life sentence partners. The jailbird. We're proud prison wives. We can't kiss or touch men, and they will die behind bars, but it's worth it. A pair of prison wives has shared an insight into their unique relationships with men who will die behind bars. Paige Nicole, 30, met her husband Joseph in 2021 after deciding to peruse the Write a Prisoner website whilst bored during lockdown. Very pretty girl, too. she revealed that Joseph immediately caught her eye as he was super hot. Paige from Pennsylvania said that Joseph had put in his bio on the website that he wasn't looking for romance, which she liked, as she wasn't looking for that either. The healthcare worker, who has a 5-year-old son from a previous relationship, hand wrote him a letter and immediately fell in love with him after reading his reply. Despite beginning their relationship in February 2021, the couple weren't actually allowed to meet until December due to COVID restrictions. When Paige was finally able to visit the prison, it was for just 2 hours and they were only allowed one hug. I flew across the country for a 1 or 2 hour visit, and you know what? I'd do it again, she said on a Prison Wife podcast, which she shares with Gigi Taylor. We weren't allowed to kiss, but I wanted it to so bad. Joseph is in prison in California, which is a 5-hour flight from Pennsylvania, so Paige is only able to visit him once every 3 months. As their romance continued to blossom, Joseph proposed to Paige and they planned to get married inside the prison. However, on a week of the ceremony, Joseph got transferred to a different prison. You know, they did that on purpose. Facts, big facts. This meant that the couple were not able to get married but have a civil partnership instead, which allows them to have family visits. Ooh, you know what that means. Conjugal visits. That's another aspect of prison wives. Some states get to hit that, you know what I mean? You get a little wagon trailer and you go in there and you spend a little day or two with them, and yeah, imagine that. Out here in Massachusetts, make me a very happy man. Fact. That meant that the couple were not able to get married but had a civil partnership instead, which allows them to have family. In the state of California, some prisoners were allowed family visits, which is where visitors are allowed to spend the night with the prisoner in an apartment on the prison grounds. Advertisement: Joseph has been in prison 14 years since he was 21 and has a whole life sentence. He is likely to die in prison, but Paige is still hopeful that he will one day be let out. Despite the fact that Joseph will probably never leave prison, the pair have made a bucket list of all the places they would like to go. Manifestation is real, she said. Advertisement: Gigi met her husband Michael 8 years ago after watching a documentary about him on death row inmates. She decided to write to a death row prisoner in Louisiana, where she is from, and was immediately attracted to Michael. Something in my gut told me this is the guy you're going to write to, she said. Michael has been in prison for 25 years. Since he was 20 years old. Advertisement: Gigi was married to her high school sweetheart at the time and wasn't looking for love with Michael. However, when Michael replied to her letter, she was blown away by how articulate he was. That's it, man. Guys in prison, we got that vocab, bro, that intelligence. We've been reading mad books, bro, doing what we got to do. Soon after, Duo met Gigi's husband, left her, so she began a relationship with Michael. He changed my life. He made me a better person, she said. You know she was writing this dude in prison. Her husband did not like that, especially if they were still together. Michael told her he loved her before the pair had even met, and the next day Gigi said it back. Her parents are not supportive of the union, but Gigi said that Michael makes her so happy and added that she would rather be with him than someone she can be with physically. She added that her relationship with Michael is the first healthy relationship she has ever been in. It's been a very crazy ride, but at the same time, a beautiful ride, she said Gigi. Some of the best people you will ever meet have been incarcerated. Facts. Same women out there looking for a man. Go fucking look on that Writer Prisoners page. You never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Some more relationships that I've also found right here is, you know, some other success stories. People that I've met on Writer Prisoner or online and have blossomed a beautiful, long-term, successful relationship together. Tracy Bottomley married double murderer Ernest Otto Smith in the U.S. after meeting through a prison pen pal initiative. Tracy from West Yorks knew he had been given a life sentence with no possibility of parole, but still did it anyways because she loved the man, right? Rebecca Short from Oxfordshire told her family she was on holiday in the U.S. in 2022. Little did they know she was marrying a double murderer, Manuel Ovate Jr., who was on death row. You didn't know? You didn't look him up? What kind of woman writes a man in prison? Doesn't look her man up. Come on, man, you gotta look these people up. You never know what they did do. They could have been diddling, dude. Come on, bro. Paula Williamson, an actress who appeared on Hollyoaks and Emmerdale, married the infamous Charles Bronson in 2017 after they became pen pals. Charles Bronson, bro, big up, bro. Karen Chavez married Kenny Ritchie while he was on death row in 2014. He had been convicted for starting a fire in 1986 that killed his ex-girlfriend's daughter. Ooh, age 2. I don't know, girl. Karen and Kenny's union did not last, and she claimed he was abusive. Shouldn't have been anything in the first place, bro. You can kill a 2-year-old. I don't care if it's by accident or not. Dude deserves karma. Naomi Wise from Essex married Victor Equendo, nicknamed Animal, while he was serving a 24-year prison term and is in U.S. jail. They split up in 2022, but have now rekindled their romance. The point is that you never know who the person really is. Just because they murdered someone 10 years ago, 5 years ago, a year ago, whatever it is, just because they did something bad doesn't mean that they're not a good person. You never know what the circumstances of that crime was, unless it was like a sex offense. But I'm just saying, people in there's some good people. You never know what you're gonna get, man. You could have a beautiful, long life together. You're gonna get to know them very well. There's a lot more to this than that. But this is the first one I'm gonna drop on some prison relationships. And I think that I like this stuff, man. It's kind of like People Gossip Magazine type of thing. You know what I mean? Prison people. W number out. Salute. Many more to come. I'm just gonna start dropping short little mic drops like this and see where it goes. People, let's rock out with our. And I gotta go. W number out.